The Bamboo Project podcast starts in 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Bamboo Project podcast. My name is Donovan Gray, the future $10 billion man. On the way to 10 billion, I decided I'm going to help create 1,000 millionaires, including myself, and not by being a guru or selling a course, but by doing the things I already love to do every day and documenting my journey to get there. I figure I'll make all the mistakes so you don't have to. My name is Donovan Gray, and this is how I will turn my life into a living. I'd like to start off by giving a shout out to all the people rocking with us and supporting the channel. We really appreciate you. We are currently streaming on all major streaming platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor. You name it, we on it. And if we not on it, we about to be on it. For everyone listening to this podcast and not watching it, you can find us on YouTube at The Bamboo Project. We have over 500 videos on our channel. Do you want to see our real estate journey? We got that. Do you want cooking tutorials inspired by Dr.Sebi? We got that. Do you want travel and lifestyle vlogs? Got it. Hair and makeup tutorials? Got it. Basketball? Got it. Turo? Got it. Candles? Got it. It's everything us. All the parts of the journey that do not make it to YouTube will be on our story. You can find me on Instagram at Donovan Gray, DONIVANGRAY, and my phenomenal, beautiful, amazing girlfriend, Anita Byrne, ANETABURN. We made different playlists for all the things we're into, and you can find all of those links in the description box below. This may be your first time here, and if it is, welcome to the family. But for everyone else, this is chapter 4, page 2. It is currently 8:02 a.m. and it is Wednesday, March 29th. All right. So before we get into the topics of the day, we always start off with screen time. That is when I and Melissa check our phone to see how much time we spent on it last week, so that we are taking advantage of our phone and our phone is not taking advantage of us. And I also think in this day and age, people should just know how much time they're spending on their phone, because it's very easy to be like, oh yeah, I'm only on my phone for like 2 hours. You check it and it's 6. You're like, damn, how'd that happen? Okay, so here we go. Last week, every day, I spent an average of, oh my God, that's kind of crazy. This obviously cap. I mean, it isn't, but it is. That's kind of crazy. What the heck?
You just say it.
Damn. I spent an average of 9 hours and 24 minutes on my phone. But it's every day. But it's weird because I feel like the apps that are up here don't really indicate why that's the case. So the highest usage day was Thursday for 11 hours and 20 minutes. Was I at home that day? What day did I stay home? I think I stayed home Thursday. So I was on, for the whole week, I spent 9 hours and 12 minutes on Instagram for the week, which is a little bit over an hour a day, which is not terrible. On Square, which I think is also kind of crazy, I spent 8 hours and 45 minutes on Square for the week. Then Camera for 8 hours and 5 minutes. Then Messages for 4 hours and 5 minutes, or 55 minutes. Then Photos for 4 hours, 55 minutes. And then YouTube for 4 hours and 52 minutes. So that for YouTube, that's like, that don't even seem right. For YouTube, that is like 30 minutes a day. 30 would be half. Yeah, that's a little bit more than 30 minutes a day. That's kind of crazy. I picked up my phone on average 169 times per day, and my first used app after pickup was Square. Baby girl, what was your screen time for or looking like last week? That's crazy.
Last week, on average, I spent 7 hours on my phone. 7 hours and 18 minutes.
Right? Isn't that crazy? How's that? Isn't that high?
You know what?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I can see that.
Yeah. So I spent 6 6.5 hours on Instagram, 5 hours on camera, but I did not vlog at all yesterday. Like, not even once.
Yeah.
I mean, all I did was edit. Yeah. I was on camera for 5 hours. I was on Square for 5 hours. I was on TikTok for 3 hours and 40 minutes. By average, about the pickups were 153. Excuse me. The first app I used after pickup was Square. And I picked that up 204 times.
Okay, so, definitely, not in the best mood right now. There are several factors as to why that is. And honestly, before I get into that, I almost forgot subscriber check-in. So on the Bamboo Project, we are currently at 6,433 subscribers. In the last 30 days, we only got 35 subscribers. And we are at $193 for the month, which is abysmal. We have 279 subscribers on the Candle channel. So, like I was saying, this week, I thought it was going to be a lot better than it is, and it's not doing what I wanted it to do. First, bad news that I got this week, as you guys probably saw in the title, is that the buyer backed out of the sale. And the reason why that's so annoying to me is because it's now going to take up more headspace than I wanted to or needed to. I do not want to think about the house. And one thing that I noticed in my life that a lot of people don't notice or do is people don't think about what they are thinking about. They just have thoughts, and those are just the thoughts that they have. Then they kind of they wallow in the thoughts because they think that those thoughts are everything, when you could actually ask yourself, why am I thinking that I'm sad? Why am I thinking that I'm hungry? Why am I thinking this person doesn't like me? And when I start to do that, it shows me how much or how important what I'm thinking about is and how much space is taken up in my mind. So if I look at my thoughts as a physical thing, then I need to make sure that I have enough space in my head to be thinking about one thing. And one of the things that I just watched recently, it was like an Alex Hormozy clip, and it was talking about opportunity cost. And I think for people who want to become very successful, thinking about success in terms of money is the wrong way to, or in terms of tangible items, is the wrong way to think about it. I would probably say, is it ethereal? Yeah, I feel like ethereal. Ethereal, immaterial, abstract. I like abstract too. I think non-physical, intangible, a lot of those words describe how I think people should look at, especially success or money, things in that nature. I think that we believe that they're more tangible than they are. So what I mean by that is having thoughts in my head that take up space or take away from thinking about the candles on a very small level counts as opportunity cost of how I'm spending my time or how I'm spending my thoughts. If I have to now think about, okay, where or how do we now fix the house situation? That now takes me away from thinking about whatever problems we might have with the candle business. Even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it might even be longer. That now, or because of that, I can forget something that I was trying to do from before. So now it might go lost. So for example, if I'm trying to figure out, okay, how many videos should I post this month? Or should I do the bookkeeping? Or should I add a new spreadsheet to the overall spreadsheet on Google Sheets? If I now have to focus on the house and think about, why is the agent not responding back? Why did they back out? How do I get them not to back out? how do I fix this problem? How long is the problem gonna last? What other things should I have to think about? For example, here's one that comes to my mind. We did not pay for the security doors on the house. The buyer did, right? So because of that, I don't know how this process works now because it's supposed to be a monthly rental thing, right? So because it's supposed to be a monthly rental of the doors, if he's backed out of the transaction, do they now just come and take the doors off, right? Does he just keep paying for it? Can't see that happening. That would be odd. And now they come and remove the doors. So now there's a whole bunch of stuff because, and this is what I'm talking about when I say what I got to think about. Now I have to go down this rabbit hole of it because they might just keep charging his card for the doors. If he cancels the transaction for the doors, right? Does that now mean that they have to come take it off? But how would they do that? They don't have the key to get in. Do I tell them the code to take the doors off to then possibly leave the house open again to be broken into, which now then makes it harder to even sell again going forward? So now I got to think about that, right? So even having this conversation with you guys is taking away what I could be talking about when it comes to candles. And through talking about the candles, I can come up with new ideas on how to make the candle business better. So I really hate things, even on a smallest level, even in terms of a decision, a thought or a decision that takes my mind away from doing something that could make the candles better or make my life better. It frustrates me to have to think about those kind of things. So now, like I said, I'm in this situation where it's like, okay, we're back at square one. And now I have to think about, I can't even say we're at square one. We might actually be at less than square one because the house is in a way worse condition than when it was when we first got the house under contract. And the more I think about it, the more I get frustrated because the house was supposed to sell for over $300,000, right? As soon as we put the house on the market, I'm talking about maybe in a week, the government crashed the economy immediately. I'm talking about, they said we put the house on the market on a Monday, next Tuesday, the market is done, right? And now nobody's buying houses. And not only that, they decided to do that towards the end of the year, which is when house sales are not the best, right? So now we're in this drought for this ridiculousness. We finally get a buyer, right? No. We have a security system for the house. They break in through the security system. And then just so happenstance that the security system doesn't work when they break in. They don't send the cops. I call ADT. They don't know what's happening, right? Now it's a free-for-all. They break into the house over and over and over and over again, right? So then the main reason why the buyer is backing out is because they broke into the house again, right? Now, I don't know the time frame of when they broke into the house this time, but it seemed like, bro, like I said, this is just, it's frustrating because I don't care about the house, and focusing on the house doesn't help anybody. I don't think my mom, Tori, my aunt, my sister, it does not help anybody focus on the house because no money is coming from that. It's only taking away money from the candles. And it's like, again, it comes back to opportunity cost. What will I get back if I was to put 100% of my time into the house? What is the best possible outcome at this point? Right? So I'm gonna come back and answer that question in a second. So they broke into the house. I think the security doors that were put on, they took pictures of the house as they put the doors on, I guess, and as they left. So when I sent that to the agent, he was like, oh, they took off the kitchen, whatever. My assumption is that when the contractor for the buyer went to the house, maybe more things were taken because they were saying that there was no kitchen. But I know there was in the picture that we saw, they had the counters in the living room. So I don't know if they took that also, or if they took less things or more. I don't even know at this point. I just know that the buyer said that they were done because there was no kitchen anymore. Right? So he said, hey, they backed out. And I'm like, hey, what are we going to do from here? And now I'm asking him that, never get a response. I'm like, what's the next steps? Because at this point, at least when we were, at least, right, we could have still waited it out and sold the house. Like, if we had made 40 grand this month, right, we could have still just kept paying for the house mortgage or the insurance, whatever it is, until the market gets better, and just sell the house then, right? We could have done that. Now that the house has been ransacked multiple times, the house value is so low that it doesn't even make sense to even keep it, because even if we tried to rent it, we would have to fix up the house again and then possibly get a renter in there while still paying this crazy mortgage on the house. So now I'm like, all right, what is there left to do with the house? And this brings up the question I asked earlier. If I put 100% of my time, energy, and effort, I'm talking about no candles, nothing else. I'm not focusing on nothing else. Just make the house sell in the best case scenario, right? How much money do we even get back in the best case scenario? I'm talking about whatever you guys think I should be doing, whatever my family thinks I should be doing. In the best case scenario, what happens? Because right now, the house was supposed to sell for like $205. With all the credit that we gave, because there's no appliances, there's no water heater, you have to move the HVAC unit, there's no counter, there's no kitchen cabinet, there's no sink in the bathroom downstairs. The sink upstairs is on the floor, if it's still even there. System is broken. Windows might be broken too, right? At this point, this is an investment property. This is a property you buy when you're wholesaling at this point. So what would I even sell it for? 180? Let's say I sell it for 180, right? We still owe money to the insurance company, not the insurance company, to the mortgage company, because we had to extend this so many times. So every extension that you do, they charge you, they put it on the back end of your mortgage, right? Or I don't know if you want to call it loan, whatever. Then, because we haven't paid the mortgage in 3 months, because we're like, listen, we're going to try and sell it. House under contract. We figured we would just sell it, take that money, take it out of whatever we owe, and that'd be good. So that's about 3 to 4 months worth of mortgage. That's another $1,600 a month, right? So that's 16, that's 32, that's $4,800 that we have to take. So if we had 180, we already taken off $5,000. We had 175. Let's say that they another 3,000 for the extension that we had to do. So we taking off another 3 from 180. So we took off the 5. We're at 180. What is that? 180 minus 5 minus 3. We're at 172, right? The agent obviously wants a cut no matter what the house look like when he sell it. He wants 6%. So 180, we got 6% of 180. What is that looking like? That's another $10,000. So we at 162 already off the top. We at 162, and we owe 167 just on the loan itself. So now we have to come to the table with $5,000 just for the house. We got to come out of our pocket, which we don't have, to go, here's $5,000 for the house. These are best case scenarios, right? So now the only plausible scenario at this point, as I talk to Tori, is to file the insurance claim, right? So now, this is option number 2, right? Option number 1 is sell it at a fire sale. Or we have here's the options I have. If you have any more, yeah, let me know. We got keep the house, right? Keep the house, rent it out for the next couple of years, wait till the market goes back up, and then sell it in a couple of years from now. That's one of the options. Second option that we have is just sell it right now. Sell it as it is and make no money. Honestly, I don't think there's a way we can sell the house right now without having to pay money towards something. I can't see it being a thing, right? That's option number 2. Option number 3, let them take the house. done. They take the house. That's it. I'm pretty sure people feel like it'll affect my credit and a bunch of other stuff. As y'all know by now, I don't care about that. Like, at this point in my life where I'm at, what I know, that is not very important to me, and it's underneath the business anyways. So that to me is like whatever. The other option is, which is what I'll talk to Tori about, is possibly filing an insurance claim, right? So I went down this route before and trying to figure out, how will I file an insurance claim? What do I have to do? So they want a police report, right? So to get the police report, I have to go to Philadelphia, right? I got to go to Philly to get the police report. I have to pay for the insurance, which is about to expire. Otherwise, I can't even file a claim. So I got to come out of my pocket to travel, come out of my time to go out there. Then I have to pay more money to re-up on the insurance. And I lose money because I'm not going to be doing fairs, right? So these are the things. I could go on a day. I could go on a day where we don't have a fair, right? I could do that. So I go out to Philadelphia. I file a police report because I can't do it from over here. I tried. They said you got to be here to do it. And then I start the process of the insurance. Now, they want a $5,000 deductible. I have to figure out how much the stuff is worth that I spent on the house, right? So, what was taken so far? I guess we could charge labor. You can file for the counter. You can file for sink, appliances. I think it's a water heater already. So those are the things right now that I know we could possibly apply for. Now, that to me is probably the best option that we have. The only issue I have with that is how much will that require from me to do. That's my only thing. I feel like the first three options that we have aren't even really things that you can pursue. I feel like this is the only one, but I don't know what it requires. But from what I've started thinking about in my head, it requires money at the minimum. At the very least, it requires money to go out there and do, with the hope that it even works. So as of right now, that is the only thing that I'm looking to pursue. And then I have to figure out what that even entails from me to do. Because like I said, last time I went through that, they were like, I need to do all these things that I'm like, all right, this obviously I don't want to pay out the insurance. So that's one thing for this week, is the whole house situation. And honestly, I don't even know if they really backed out. I never got the contract that they backed out, but he told me they already signed it. So I don't know what that means. Let me text him and see what's going on. So I'm going to see what's going on with that. But yeah, so that's already one thing that my brain now has to go to. I don't like having to focus. I don't like that. I don't like having to think about the stupid house. I really don't. The house got us to where we are with the candles. The plan originally from when I even met Melissa was move out of the house, of my mom's house, and use the next time period that I move into, or the next place I move into, to find a way to create my own money. Like that was the thing. And I had a lot of different ways of trying to do that, of thinking of what can I do that generates my own money so that I can grow the business. Buying a house is one of those things. Wholesaling is one of those things. And starting a business was obviously one of those things. So now we have the candle business. So it's like, okay, what do we do? Like I said, the house at this point is just an annoying thing to think about. And I don't know. I wonder how many people the house situation is foreign to, because one thing I've noticed, just from buying the house as an investment property, I guess, is I think a lot of people look at buying a house as a very big thing, and I don't look at it like that. It's like I don't feel like I look at it as a big thing. I'm trying to think of whether or not I felt like that when we bought it. But I never bought the house as somewhere for us to live in. It was just part of the process of getting to $10 billion. Like, you buy real estate. Yeah, but I just never. So the reason I'm saying that, because I'm wondering if people think that the house is more than just a number. Like, hey, it was a house that we bought. It was nice. The experience we got from it, the candles came from it, but it's just something that happened. Like, people buy houses all the time. People lose houses all the time. People knock them down, build them up. They just come and go all the time. And if I make $10 million in the next month, I could buy 100 houses. So it's like, I think the attachment, I can't say for sure that the attachment is gone. No, I can. I don't know if I have an attachment to the house. I have an attachment because of what we put into the house and all the things we did to the house. But, so that is that on the house. I'll keep you updated. If y'all hear this on the audio, then that means Friday, you'll have context when we're on the live from 8 to 11 that day. So, we out here hustling, trying to get to it. So we're doing a live Friday. Thursday is when the video will drop. Not the video, the audio will drop. Sunday is when the video will drop. We're triple booked on Sunday, double booked on Saturday. We have a fair today. After this, Melissa will go to the fair. I'm going to stay home and try and edit this. And then tomorrow is Thursday. I guess we go to the fair. What's tomorrow? Yeah, go to the fair. So now topic number 2, I guess, is something else that's kind of annoying me this week. And this is why I'm so upset with, like, not having money, I guess. It's like, it's just hindering us. So right now, last week we had, Chelsea. And we were booked 7 days, right? So we, maybe it's 9 if you want to count the double booking or whatever. On Friday, Saturday, end of the week, realized we need more vessels, right? The problem is you have to have money to buy the vessels. So I guess we could have. So yeah, I guess that's me. I had to take that L, I guess. Cause I'm like, yeah, I think so. I don't remember what our financial status was on Thursday of last week, but I feel like we had enough money to buy vessels that week. So I could have bought it on Thursday maybe. Instead of buying it on Saturday, because now the vessel's not going to come in until Friday of this week. But we don't have any more big candles really left to sell. We literally have the 4 on display, and then we have the 4 on display, and then we have the other 4 on the other display. So that's like 8, and then which is 1 of each, more or less, 2 of 1, and then in the back stock we have maybe 5, maybe like 4. Maybe something like, it's a very small amount of big candles. And then we have the small candles, which we're well stocked on those. But the reason, here's why this is an issue. If the candle vessels come in on Friday, this is, we're running businesses like, if the candle vessels come in on Friday, I don't know what time they will come in, right? That means the candles have to be made Friday, which means they have to have the tops melted and have the quality assurance done on Saturday morning. We're double booked Saturday, right? So honestly, that wouldn't even work. I mean, that wouldn't work. Yeah, because like I said, okay. Melissa would have to make the candles on Friday, and then we have to melt the tops that following day to have them ready for the fair and for Saturday and Sunday, because we're triple booked on Sunday. So I'm thinking, what would you think about having, depending on what time the vessels come, having Jermaine go there and to Williamsburg, and then I go to Chelsea, and you just make you do whatever camp stuff you need to do, and you come and bring them later in the day.
It works. There's no candles at Williamsburg at all, though. So we would have to maybe on Thursday drop them off. Like
tomorrow?
Small ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because he'll show up there Saturday and there's nothing there, so.
Yeah. Listen, I'm so ready to switch suppliers. I'm so over last month, because this is also one of the topics that we have coming up, is that, or this is the next topic. It is, I think for April, we're going to reel it back a little bit, just because we want to recalibrate and we want to thoroughly switch suppliers, right? Instead of doing a lot of Chelsea's like we did this month, it'll just be mostly Williamsburg, which means that instead of going from 10 to 20 and 20 to 40, we're going back down to like 5 or 6 for the month. Which is so crazy to me that it sounds that low. Like, if I had said last year that we did $5,000 or $7,000 in a month, I'd be like, yo, that's crazy. But now it's like, you know, if we did 13 a month before, and now we're only going to do 5 or 7 or something like that, it seems significantly lower. But we would have more time and possibly have to put out less money. But nope, that's not true. That is not true, because April will be us buying the supplies for May, June, the rest of the year. So we're buying in bulk. I'm kind of excited for the video that when we have to get a storage unit to put all 2,000 vessels in. I'm excited for that. I'm also excited for, because now I think about it, we'll probably have vessels in there. We'll probably have to put the wax in there for fake, because I'm thinking about buying like 200 pound, like a lot of wax to make up for the time that it takes to get here. I think that'll be a fun transition video from when we actually started the candles, and when we pretty much didn't have, I think the first time we had bought like 60 vessels was like a big time thing. I think it was either 60 or like, I think it was 60 vessels. And now we kind of go through that fairly quickly. So I think now having the 1,000 will really change. It'll free up time, headspace, energy, make way more money because we have lower margins, and it's like, or higher margins, I guess. So that one I'm really excited for. And then I guess this could be a next topic. So now that we're making so much money, I guess if you want to call it that, now that we're grossing a lot of money, I can tell that people are wondering how much we net on how much we make, which is an appropriate question. It's, you know, people asked that multiple times in the last week or so, or 2 weeks. So on Friday during the live, we're going to have gone through how much we net for that. And then because of the question that we've been getting, I want to break down the margins even deeper than they currently are. So right now I have on my spreadsheet just how much each product costs to make, how much we make from each product, and then I subtract all the fees, the fare, and those things, right? So we have our gross margins that don't have that's only our fixed overhead. Then we have the variable expenses, which is on a different spreadsheet. But I want to go even deeper. I want to go, what is the margins that we have for each specific fare, including food, transportation, paying for the setup. I want to know exactly how much money we get from each fare, and then kind of put that all together. So I'm going to be working on that. Like I said, tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Friday, you guys will see like some version of that. Because right now, if we do, I forgot who asked it. It was HO Killer on YouTube had asked, what is our net profit margin on the candles? He asked about 1 week. So on like the $7,700 week, we netted like $2,300 on that. So I believe that we would be keeping, bruh, gosh. All right, I'll be trying to think, like probably an extra $2,000 or $3,000, I think. Honestly, even more than that. So it's $1,925. So if we make $7,700 minus $1,925, that's $5,700. So I think that the cost that we'll have for doing the fares including including how much it costs to make. I think that we could make all the candles for 1 week. Yeah, I think $1,000. I think 1,000. What do you think?
For what?
Like if we have the different margins, how much do you think it would cost us to make all the candles for 1 week?
I don't really know the cost of the candles now.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like because we're definitely not making as many candles as we thought we were. So, I'm gonna check how many candles we sold that week. So we sold 358 candles, right? So if we can get the candles down to, let's say $2. I think the smaller ones are less than $2. Maybe let's say $2. I feel like I feel like it'd be less.
Aren't they like $3 now?
Right. So I think we get it down to less than $2. I'm gonna say $2 because I don't know. Damn. I'm gonna check because I'm like, that'd be crazy if it's less than $2. Wax right now is $1.46 for the candle. It's actually less because we're doing wholesale, but let's keep it at $1.46. It would, yeah. I feel comfortable going with $1.50. The candle will be $1.50 because the coconut oil is basically nothing. The wick holder is 8 cents. The sticker is 2 cents. The label is 16 cents. The bottom label another 6 cents. The tin right now is 70 cents. So that's what I think. So then I think $1.50. So okay, let's do 358 times $1.50. 358 times 1.5. So it'll be $537 for all of the candles for that week, right? For the small ones. Now the big ones are where it's kind of expensive. It will be roughly $8. Damn, there'll be no more ribbon. Ribbon's expensive. So let's take off basically $10. So it might be like $6 for the big ones. Okay. So 57 times 6 times 57 times 6. It'd be 342 plus the 500. So let's call it $800. So that means that for all the candles that we made in that week, it would be $800 as opposed to what it costs now. Okay, so it would be $2,000. It would cost us $2,000 to make all the candles for that week. And now it'll cost us less than $1,000 to make the same amount of candles that we would have done. So that means that we would have profited an extra $1,100. So out of the 7, so we would have made $4,000 that week. We would have doubled our net margins that week just by switching suppliers. So we would have kept $4,000. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So I'm trying to switch over as soon as possible to the new suppliers. And then obviously you have other costs like food and things like that. So let's put it another, I'm being real generous, $500 for food that week. So we would have made $3,500 net. And I'm just like, we need to switch suppliers so we could keep more money. If we can do a $20K month and keep all the money, that is how you win. You make a lot, you keep a lot. That's how you win the game. So we're working on that. Yeah, and then another update or another topic is how the week has been going for Chelsea. It's been okay. It's better than our first week, better than our last week, but not better than our second week, which was a really monster week. But that week that was the honestly I think it was the $7,000 week. That was when it was spring break. So we're still doing good. They moved us. The spot is not bad. I enjoy it right by the window. So we're making the best of it. But now that we have no candles, no big candles to sell, that's going to really hurt how much money we make. Like a lot. Our margins will be higher because we'll sell more small. But I think one thing that's interesting about that market is that even if your margins are good, like even if we sold 99%, like let's say we had 99% profit margin, if our product was only $4, we still would have to sell so much product, and there's not enough people to sell that much product to at the market. So I think it's very important to have a product priced for the market that you're in. Like whether you're online, whether you are in a store, whether you are doing a craft fair, low price products are difficult. I really don't even know how people get into that space where you selling $5 stickers or $2 little thing. It's tough. That's tough. I just think that that's crazy because I hear somebody next to us or across from us like, yeah, this costs $45. It'll be like a hoodie or something. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's like your base level product. It's a hoodie for $40. So you sell 10 of those, you're at $400 or whatever, $450. And we sell 10 small candles and we are at $150. Right? We can sell 20 small candles and we're at $300. And you sold 10 and you still have more money than we have. So that's why I'm like, margins and higher price products are great. And a lot of people that do higher price things say it takes the same amount of energy to sell a Ferrari than it does to sell a Toyota. Like, and you get way more payoff for it. So that's why I personally like the luxury space, because it allows you to have a better product and allows you to, once you make more money, you can make your company better. It's better for a company to have higher margins so that they can reinvest it into the business and the business does better. I think there are very few companies that have very low margins and are doing well and has a great environment to work at. I feel like that's very difficult. If you think about all low margin businesses, it's like food. Like, I don't think anybody is really excited for grocery stores to work at. People enjoy Trader Joe's because they have better margins. People enjoy working at Apple, better margins. Starbucks, better margins. If you want to work at a place that has low margins for their business, that means that they're going to be very cutthroat with you as a person. They don't value as much. So if you are working at a register, they're like, listen, we already have low margins. If you're not making enough, you out of here. Like, we can't have you here. Listen, that's how I went to McDonald's the other day for my sister. Bruh, it was the worst experience I've been to. I don't know why anybody still goes to McDonald's. Whatever. There was one person there at the register. They only had one register. One register. Everything else was automated machine to tap in, which I hate, by the way, because you can't like get a specific order on those. You have to get like a very general thing, which might be better for them. They might save more money. Either way, one singular person was there. You know why? Because McDonald's is a low profit business, even though their business model is not all just food. It's really real estate. You look into that, which again is probably, that's the reason why, is because you literally cannot grow a business with low margins. I don't even know. I mean, that's not true. I don't think you would want to work at a business that has low margins. That's what I think. It's just so cutthroat. Like, think about Google. They have a search engine, have very high profit margins. Apple make a phone for $20, $100, sell it for $2,000, $3,000. Like, margins out the wazoo. That's all I can remember for this week. So I'm gonna let Melissa in the League of Villains come on and do her segment. She can update y'all how her week was and, you know, how tired she is and how exhausted. Come on, tell them how tired you are. Come on. Come on, Miss. Hey guys, I'm tired. I'm so tired, guys. I got you. You wanna sit down? I know you're gonna be tired. Here you go. See? This is the I'm tired. Here you go. Get this to you. Here you go. You know something? You know who does that? That's the guy from Winnie the Pooh. Hey guys, how's it going?
I am tired.
I know you are.
This is week 3 of us doing Chelsea. Non-stop. No breaks.
How you say that? You literally off yesterday?
I was not.
Yeah, what you mean? You wasn't off yesterday?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't selling yesterday, but I wasn't off yesterday. I've been editing the video since you left the house. Was I off, Donovan? No, there's no off.
What you mean by off, though?
Off is me laying in the bed watching anime, playing my Nintendo Switch, and taking naps. And eating food. That's off. If I'm home cleaning, doing laundry, if I'm editing videos, if I'm taking out packages, if I'm doing stuff that's not me watching TV and eating and sleeping, that is not off.
You need a whole day of that?
Yes.
You think like an hour of that?
Bruh, I told you I found an extra 2 hours of videos, right? Right. So I did not finish editing until 7. Then when 7 came, exactly. Yeah, it is. So I did not finish editing until 7. And then when 7 came, I cleaned the house.
Ooh.
Right. So yesterday was not a day off.
I mean, but I think you can't, like, does an hour count?
What hour?
Not yesterday. Obviously not yesterday. A different day.
What other day? What day are you talking? What metaphorical day are we talking about?
Did you go home early one day? What do you do that day? And you get an hour on the train to relax?
Anyways, I am tired for very good reason. We have not had a day of rest. We have not had a single day of rest in the last 2 weeks.
3 years. And
this is right. 2 weeks minimum. Yeah, we are halfway through the 3rd week, so thank God there's no Chelsea next week.
For now.
We have a triple booking on Sunday, and we have I don't know, Donovan, please enlighten me if things have changed, but we don't have anyone to do. Hadassah's gonna do it. Okay, so yeah. Prior to this conversation, I thought that there was no one that would be there on Sunday. So it seems like we found someone. Shout out to Hadassah. Yes, I am tired. And I will continue to say that I'm tired because I am.
I gotta find that guy's name. What is his name?
Who?
The one from
Eeyore?
Yes.
Okay.
That's you.
Listen, I'm sore.
I think
my arms and my legs are sore. From carrying
what?
From carrying candles whenever the damn cart is being used, carrying shit all the time. If I'm at Williamsburg and Donovan's at Chelsea, I'm carrying.
No. No one told you to do that. No one asked you for that. No one suggested you do that. No one knows why you're supposed to do that. That is crazy.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead, tell them it's crazy that you decided to embark on for no reason at all.
Bro, I didn't want to carry the cart. It was raining. I did not want to carry the cart. I'm like, I would have to get in these nasty, stinky, musty, wet elevators. Like, I did not want to deal with it. So I decided to carry like a box of big candles and a box of small candles by hand. And I had to call my brother to come help me but I made it to Manhattan. So like, my endurance wasn't there, but I'm strong. But yeah, I keep doing foolish things like carrying stuff that's too heavy. So my arms are like sore, my legs are sore. It's a lot of lifting for damn candles, moving stuff around. We had to move our setup. We have 2 20-pound dumbbells that's holding up kettlebells that are holding up the stuff. But either way, yes, I am tired.
What REW said that? Who said you can't be tired? No, you should be tired because you've been broke.
Oh yeah, because I'm broke and struggling. That's why I'm tired.
3 years.
Yeah, facts. So, once you're broke and struggling, there's like, you have no choice but to be tired. So I'm going in today. Today is Donovan's day off, so he's gonna edit this, and he's probably gonna edit, the vlog or whatever. So I've been keeping up with my journal. I journaled a lot on Sunday because I felt like I had no one to talk to.
Oh my bad. That wasn't funny.
Donovan. I just kept writing in my journal because it's like, it's Sunday, my mom's at church, everybody's doing stuff. So Donovan's selling, I'm by myself at the damn craft fair for mad hours, so I was journaling quite a bit. What else? Actually, I think I'm on like week 3 of being like really good with my journals, like journaling at least 4 times a week. My planner was running out, so I just bought a new one. It came in already. I always know it's a new time to get a planner whenever I'm trying to put in something and I don't have the months to do it. And trying to think what else. Yeah, I'm very excited for April. I want. Oh, I'm very excited for April. I'm excited to have some time to really. I'm excited to have some time to really get the other parts of the business figured out, like Donovan said, like the vessels and all that stuff. But I'm also really excited to do the photo shoots because we still haven't done those yet. I'm excited to like really, I want to make more Pinterest content, and I want to make more, I really want April to be more social media, kind of online sales oriented, focused. And since we won't be doing the Chelseas, I think that that's going to be a great way to spend our time and really get into that. There was a grant or like a loan that the small business program is doing right now, and they're giving $7,500 to like online marketing services. Excuse me. Yeah, they're loaning $7,500 for online marketing. The thing is, you have had to have made $10,000 in online sales. So we have not made $10,000 in online sales. We've made way more than that in in-person sales, but because of that, I don't think we'd be able to take advantage of that opportunity. But I really do. There's a way to sell online that we just haven't had the time to really flesh out, to really get that on and popping. So I'm really excited for that. And we have Donovan said the live is in 2 days. I think that's going to be interesting because we're going to be going live after the fair. Honestly, that's going to be really tough because that's when the vessel's coming.
What's going to be tough?
Doing the live. When we come home, because the vessel's coming Friday. I guess I'll be making candles while the live is going.
Oh, bro, you did a giveaway? When you do that?
Yeah, facts. I made the template last night, so I just had to pick the winner and stuff.
Bro, you gotta do that more often. I like that. That's just very smart.
What?
Just making a template from way before. We just made 4 templates and then just put a name on it. Very smart. See, this is why my girlfriend is smart.
Like I said, he think I'm home sleeping. That's what he think I'm doing. I'm home sleeping, doing nothing all day.
I don't think you're home sleeping.
So what you think?
That you home sleeping.
Right. He think I'm home doing nothing all day. I was doing mad stuff and then moved the printer and all that stuff. But either way,
Did I see this person win?
No.
So where are they from?
They're number 11.
Oh, they're kind of early.
Yeah.
Shout
Damn. I thought it was gonna. Tiffany's name pulled up like in the. You know how it shows like 4 names before. Yeah. I'm like, oh snap, is it going? Nah. Nope.
Not. You know what's crazy? I think it's on purpose. I think somehow the thing knows who has like if there's multiple of the same names. Because there's no way that nobody who has multiple tries didn't win yet, and she has like 6 and she didn't win. That's kind of like I'm pretty sure it's like nah. We know you. We know that you tried to win 6 times and they're not giving it to you. Because that's crazy.
Alright, that's the end of my segment. I'm done.
I have 2 more things I'm gonna add in.
Alright. You were scrolling and was like, oh snap, who won the giveaway?
Right, I'm like, this looks very nice. What is this? Okay, so.
No, she commented.
What'd she say? She
said, I can't wait. These candles are the best. Because because it was old, I didn't have her Instagram, so I just emailed her.
Wow, that's crazy. So, last topics of the day. We have no television. This is one of the most depressing things that has happened to us in the most recent time. More depressing than the house. More depressing than the candles not getting here on time. This is by far one of the most depressing states that we have been in. Right. Honestly, that's probably why I'm more upset about everything else, because the TV is not working. So right now, we have an LG TV that I got from my dad's house in 2000. Well, he had it in 2012, I think. So right now, hello? Yeah, right now, it's old. So it's over 10 years old. So it just started one day. It literally just started turning off and on by itself. And we're like, oh my God, what's happening? So we bought a new cord to fix it. It didn't work. And now we need a new TV. The TV is what we use for the lives. It's what we use to watch anime on the weekends. It's what we use to show each other stuff if we're doing like spreadsheet related activities. A lot of different things. It's how we bond. It's one of our bonding methods, and it is no longer here. So we are kind of struggling with that. And then the printer is another thing that we got from Quill for free. Shout out to Quill. And the problem is, we need a router for the damn printer. So now we got to buy a router because we have an access point, and how the access point works is it's like a Wi-Fi for the whole building. So we need a secure network so that the computer, that the laptop can actually connect, not the laptop, so the printer can connect to something via a password. We currently don't have that set up. So what we have is more so when you go to a hotel or you go to some type of hotel or like a hotel, you know how you have, what happened? You never been to a hotel? So at the hotels, they have.
Why you said in or some type of hotel in a hotel in a hotel?
I've only seen it at hotels.
Huh?
I've only seen it at hotels.
What? That's what Staples use.
Nah, are you talking about the printer?
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you sign on to an internet and then when you press refresh, it just has the name of the hotel there, right? And then you gotta like put in a key code to that. So that our house is pretty much set up like a hotel. So we have the same hotel Wi-Fi where you can get on the internet, but you can't go nowhere. So like you have access, but you literally can't use it. And that's what we have. So we need to buy a router for the printer to be able to print wirelessly. Also, we don't play the PS4, but you know, we needed a router for that and a router for something else. It was 3 things.
Like any type. We need a router for anything that has to see itself.
I know that, but we have 3 things in the house. We have the printer, the PS4.
Yeah, so,
what was the other thing?
I wasn't saying that for you.
Oh.
So it was like any type of Alexa or Google.
Oh, right, that's what it was. So you had both the Google Mini thing, Google Home.
Any type of stuff like that. Yeah, where it's like Alexa, or if I want to do some type of like if I want to screen share my Switch to my computer or something like that. If it's not like a direct like Apple link or you know whatever. If it's not a direct Wi-Fi link, it can't happen.
Okay. So yeah, so that's where we're at. So we're gonna see what we do with that. We're not sure. Maybe Facebook Marketplace has one for like $75. I feel like they do on there.
Router?
No, a TV. The router is not important. A TV is important. A router, we need a router, but like a TV is way more. Every time I try to show you something, I'm like, hey, look at this. You got to come mad close to me. I'm like, just look at the TV.
You don't want me close to you?
Nah, I want my space. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But you know, so we're gonna keep pushing. Like Melissa said, April is gonna be a lot of. Hopefully, April will be what we want it to be as far as online content. But you know, if something comes up financially, or we can make more money, you know me, trying to get to the bag, trying to hold the bag. But you can find us here next week on Tuesday or Wednesday. But y'all will see this on, you know, whenever you guys watch the podcast. All the behind the scenes content you can find on our social medias. Mine is Donovan Gray, DONIVANGRAY, and my phenomenal, beautiful, amazing, creative genius, baby girl, Anita Byrne, ANETABURN. Why you squinting your eyes? Oh yeah, I squinting. How am I confusing you?
Don't talk to me all day.
What's confusing about that? It's very apparent. I hate you sometimes, and then I don't talk to you all day, and then I talk to you. It's very. So you hit a spot in the nail. Boom. I don't know why you're confused. So, but yes, you know what it is. Hashtag Bamboo Project 2023. The road to 500K. If you're not following the Ember Candle Co. channel with the weekly vlogs, you're missing out. And hopefully next month we can get to doing more videos that are non-vlog related.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
Oh, what were you gonna say? Oh, getting more out.
Right.
Yeah. So
having multiple vlogs come out in the same week.
Right. We're kind of backlogged a little bit. So maybe once or twice we're gonna have a vlog come out this like 2 in 1 week. So I know y'all gonna be excited for that. But that is it for this week and this month. See y'all in the monthly live. Bamboo Project out.